When it comes to wholesaling and flipping real estate, most people only think about houses, but the reality is you can wholesale land, and in a lot of ways, it's easier than wholesaling houses. I'm talking about vacant, buildable lots that new construction investors buy to build new homes. And on today's video, I'm going to show you my 6-step process for how to find land to wholesale coming up.
This video is brought to you by Free Comps, a free software that gives you the value of any house in seconds. Get your free copy now at compmydeal.com.
If you're new here to the channel, I'm Jerry Norton with FlippingMastery.com, and this channel is all about ways to help you make money wholesaling and flipping real estate so you can live your dream life. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss new videos. Listen, if you're into wholesaling, then you really need to learn how to wholesale vacant, buildable lots. In fact, be sure to watch this video to the end because I'm going to share with you a valuable tool for finding vacant land that you can wholesale for huge profits. Why is land so hot right now? Did you know right now in most markets there is a huge shortage of new housing, and investors like me who specialize in flipping new construction are eagerly looking for buildable lots. This is often referred to as spec building. The strategy is to buy a buildable lot, build a new construction home that meets the demands of the market, and then flip it to a retail buyer for a top dollar profit. As a flipper, I love this because it's less competitive than rehabbing, it's easier than rehabbing because everything is brand new and there aren't any unforeseen surprises, and retail buyers typically pay as much as 20% more for a new home over an existing home. Now, I did a video where I break down in detail how to start flipping new construction. If that's a strategy that sounds exciting to you, I'll put the link to that video in the description below and you can watch it later. And like I said, flipping new construction is one of my primary flipping strategies that I've been doing for many years. In fact, I have systems and capital in place to build and flip new homes in any market in the US, and I'm looking for good buildable lots where I can build and flip new construction. Now, if you'd like to learn how you can get paid to bring me buildable lots that meet my criteria, then I want to invite you to a free training where you can learn how to be a lot finder for me. Now, I'll put a link to register for that free training in the description box below. You do need to be a member of my Lot Finder program, so if you'd like to get paid to find vacant buildable lots for me, be sure to check out that free training. And because there are spec investors like me, as a wholesaler, you can find and bring them deals for huge profits. So in this video, I'm going to show you my simple 6-step process to find and wholesale vacant land. The first step is to identify a market where new construction flipping is going on. Spec building doesn't work anywhere. It works in desirable areas, and in many cases, new construction flippers are tearing down existing homes and rebuilding new homes. That means the value is in the dirt, not the house. Before you start farming for land deals, first identify what areas in your market are ideal for new construction. This is actually easier than you would think. Rather than tell you, let me show you. You can do this research for free on Zillow.com, Realtor.com, Trulia.com, or if your market supports it, Redfin.com. Search for homes for sale in your market and using the year built filter, put the previous year or two. So if it's 2020, put the minimum year built 2018. That filter will only show homes currently for sale that were built in 2018 and newer. You can also change the filter from active to sold homes and go back 1 year in sales. These are your new construction flips. How do I know that? Because a homeowner wouldn't build a personal residence within the past year or so and then sell it already. That's what investors do. Keep in mind, we're looking for new construction flippers, not home builders selling in new subdivisions. So ignore any subdivision sales where the builder is listing and selling on market. Now, the goal is to find the pockets where new construction flipping is going on. Once you identify where spec building is going on, step 2 to finding and wholesaling land is to research lot values so you know how to price a lot deal. Now, the best way to figure out the lot values in any given area is to research what those same new construction flippers have paid for their lots. Now, there are a few ways that I like to do this. First is look at the price history for the new construction comps that you found. If they bought the lot on market, it will show it right in the listing, which makes it easy to find. Let me show you an example. While looking at lot deals recently, I saw this new construction comp for sale in the same neighborhood as the lot I was looking at. Now, this new construction flipper is asking $1.8 million for this new home, and if I look at the price history, you can see he bought this lot on market for $420,000. So if I were to research all of the new construction lot acquisition prices, I would learn what the lot values are in any given area. In a minute, I'll show you how to use this information to determine your wholesale offer price, so keep watching. The other way to determine lot values is to simply research on-market vacant land sold comps in the same area. This is as simple as putting in land-only filter on Zillow or Redfin and checking out what land sales have been over the past year or so. Now, when learning the values, be sure to pay attention to neighborhoods, views, lot sizes, and any development costs such as clearing trees or tearing down an existing home. Once you've found a good area where new construction flipping is happening and you've learned what lot values are, step 3 is to follow a technique called reverse wholesaling. Now, reverse wholesaling is when you find the cash buyer first and then you find and source deals for them second that meet their exact criteria. Now, unlike with wholesaling houses, when wholesaling vacant land, you're dealing with a limited number of new construction spec investors. And in my opinion, it's smarter to find the investors first and then bring them deals second. For example, in one of my markets where I do deals, there are only about 20 new construction flippers, whereas in the same market, there are hundreds of rehabbers. Let me show you how to find these new construction investors, as well as give you some scripts to use when contacting them. Going back to Redfin or Zillow, all of the homes recently built that are either currently for sale or have sold in the past year or so represent new construction flippers. Those are your ideal buyers because they're actively building and flipping new homes. There are 2 ways to contact them. Method number 1 is to look up the address on public record, find out who bought the property and flipped the house, and then skip trace their names to get the phone number and then call them. Here's what to say. Hi, I see you recently built and flipped a home on Stanley Avenue. As a local wholesaler, I'm finding and sourcing leads in the area, and I'd love to bring you good land deals that meet your criteria. What locations do you focus on? What are your specific lot requirements and desired buy price? And when are you looking to buy again? Be sure to make notes of exactly what they want. Finding out their exact criteria allows you to go and find the perfect land deal for them. Now, for example, as a new construction investor, I build and flip 6,000 square foot homes that sell for $3.5 to $4.5 million in Paradise Valley, Arizona. So if you were to find and source deals for me, here's what I would tell you. I'm looking for minimum 1-acre lots that are north-south facing, ideally with mountain views. And my sweet spot is south of Mountain View Road, west of Scottsdale Road, east of Tatum Road, and north of Jackrabbit Road. And my desired buy price is approximately $1 million. And with that criteria, a wholesaler could go and find and source deals for me. Now, don't forget to still follow the wholesaling best practices and get the contract with the seller and do an assignment. Now, I did a video where I break down everything you need to know to effectively reverse wholesale deals. I'll put a link to that video in the description below, and you can watch it later. The second method to contact new construction flippers is, rather than finding and calling the spec investors directly, instead go directly to the agent that represented them when they bought the lot or the agent that represented them when they sold the new house. These agents work closely with those investors, and they can help you understand their investors' buy criteria, as well as give you other information that's really helpful with new construction and lot flipping. These agents work closely with those investors, and they can help you understand their investors' buy criteria, as well as pertinent information about lots and new construction. Once you have at least 5 to 10 new construction flippers who are ready to buy and looking for deals, and you know their buy criteria, it's time for step 4, which is to go find and source deals for them. Now, you can follow all of the same methods used to find motivated sellers that you use to find motivated home sellers, but I'm going to share with you 2 strategies that I use specifically for land. The first is what I call the off-market blitz technique. Here's how it works. Step 1 is to drive the exact location where your cash buyer does deals and make a list of all of the addresses that fit your buyer's lot requirements. Step 2 is to skip trace the addresses and call the owners to see if they want to sell. Step 3 is to send direct mail to everyone you can't get a hold of on the phone. Like I said, this is going to take some work and some marketing expense, but it's extremely effective if you're willing to put in the effort. The second method, which is my favorite method, is to target on-market lots currently for sale. What's great is you don't have to spend any money on marketing or any time hunting down sellers. Instead, you work directly with the agents representing the sellers. Now, if you're unfamiliar with how to wholesale properties listed for sale with agents, be sure to watch a step-by-step video where I break it down. Link to that video in the description below. And to make this process 10 times faster, I created a lot finder tool that gives you a list of all of the vacant lots for sale in any given market. Now, this tool saves you a ton of time and instantly gives you a list of leads to go after right now. No marketing expense and no spending time tracking down sellers. Now, for a limited time, I'm giving this tool away for free. So if you want it now, just go to vacantlotfinder.com to get a free login, and be sure to leave a comment and say, Jerry, thanks for the free lot finder tool. You are a flipping genius. And the fifth step is to make offers. Now, since you know your buyer's criteria and you know what they recently paid for lots, your wholesaling buy formula is pretty simple. Whatever cash buyers would pay for this land deal minus your desired wholesale fee equals the offer price. So for example, if after doing my homework, I determine that the going price for the subject property on a lot that meets the cash buyer's criteria is, let's say, $75,000, I would offer $65,000 so that I can wholesale it for $10,000. Now, after getting the seller to agree to your offer, execute a purchase and sale agreement, and then step 6 is to take your deal to your ready-to-buy investor and assign your contract. Now, if you'd like a copy of my purchase and sale agreement and assignment contract, leave a comment and say, Jerry, you are a flipping genius. Give me those contracts, and I'll give you the download link for free. So I hope you're excited to get out there and start wholesaling land. If you learned something new on this video, do me a favor and hit that like button and leave a comment and let me know your biggest takeaway. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to my channel. This is the #1 channel on YouTube for all things wholesaling and flipping. And next, I want you to watch this video right here where you can see how a wholesaler made $40,000 wholesaling a land deal to me. Watch that video now, and I'll see you on the next video.